Hello everyone, welcome. This is the first episode in my beginners keyboard and mouse Rocket League playlist. So this playlist is going to have tutorials on a bunch of different basic to complex mechanics, which keyboard and mouse players should learn to try and rank up. Right, so very simple. Today's video, we're just going to be looking at the settings you should be using, some alternatives, which settings are best, which settings are personal preference. I'm just going to quickly run you through it. Okay, so first, in our camera setting, please turn camera shake off. Do not use camera shake. Having camera shake, it's difficult. You're not going to be able to play well with it. I recommend just look at these camera settings. Right, you can use pro camera settings, you can use mine. I wouldn't recommend it. Most good camera settings won't be deviating too much from these. So from field of view to angle, you should have roughly the same. It might be slightly 1 or 2 off, but I wouldn't recommend having angle all the way to -15. It's not helping you. It will definitely make improving more difficult. Next, this is going to be controls and bindings. So remember, we are not playing on controller, so all these sensitivities, dead zones, they don't apply to keyboard and mouse players, since when you press a key, you press it. There's no sensitivity to how far you press it. One thing I'd recommend though is turning off keyboard aerial safety and turning keyboard input acceleration time to 0. Next, bindings. Now bindings, some of these are personal preference. The default bindings of Rocket League, they really aren't that bad on keyboard and mouse. All I'd recommend changing is you can just look at what I have. I'll just slowly scroll through these. Now, the ones I want to talk about, the first thing I want to talk about is free arrow, right? Now, free arrow is this one. They just call it arrow. I have it unbound. Free arrow allows you to manipulate your car in the air to get into different positions. However, you can just use directional arrow, which is arrow right and arrow left, right? And really having free arrow bound, you can bind it to left shift, which is the same as your power slide, since you can only power slide on the ground and only arrow in the air, so they won't clash. But I personally don't use free arrow at all. I know if you're a really high level player like an SSL or a pro, you can definitely gain a few milliseconds in your recovery just by using it. But for most players, it won't make a difference, and directional arrow is more popular. And it is what I use. Next, one thing I would like to point out is I do use one of my thumb buttons to swivel my camera. So I can show you in game. If I want to look behind me, I can touch this. If I want to look above me, I can use this one, right? Now, controller players have a joystick which allows them to look around them, which can be quite useful in games. And as keyboard and mouse players, we obviously don't have joysticks, so this can be a good alternative. You can bind these to go left or right, or up and down, and I like to have one backward so I can quickly check if there's an opponent behind me or not. And it's useful to have one which lets you tilt up, since if you're dribbling and can't see your opponent, you can tilt up and see them. Alright, next, interface. I have most of these are personal preference, do what you want. Nameplate scale, I've put it to 200% to be able to clearly see where my opponents are. Video settings, I'd really recommend turning VSync off, change resolution to your monitor. And for the rest of these, even if you're able to handle higher settings with lots of checkboxes enabled to make the game look cinematic, it's definitely not going to help you, especially if it affects your performance. But even if it doesn't affect your performance at all, I wouldn't recommend turning these on, and I'd recommend copying roughly these same settings, because this really helps you minimize the amount of distractions, which will make you play a lot better. How to wave dash. if you guys enjoyed the video and would like to find more tutorials in the future, like, subscribe, comment to show that you appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.